Heberman sent to herself for whatever reason. It says pool is being loaded into motorcade for unknown destination, meaning the president is being loaded into a motorcade to go to an unknown destination. I started like thinking, like I'm putting two and two together, right? What happened in Qatar today with Israel striking quote unquote Hamas militants in Hamas or in fucking Qatar, who really knows what happened there. I was like, him getting loaded into a vehicle with an unknown destination, because typically they have a route planned of where they're going to go. If he was going to go to a restaurant, they're going to close off that entire street. I was like, okay, with that attack today, this happening right now, let me go check Papa John's that's 10 minutes down the street from the Pentagon. Spiked. Like, I think it was like 140%. The time that this happened, the Domino's, yeah, the 250% spike.
Oh, because you can look up the amount of pizzas.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
It shows like a spike in like orders. Anytime something is going to happen, like when we bombed Iran, people knew something was going on hours in advance before they made it public because of things like this, the pizza tracker. It's such a stupid metric that we've caught on to as civilians, and to say, okay, well, if pizzas are going up by the Pentagon, we're going to war. Something's happening. So I guarantee you within the next 12 to 36 hours, we'll know something that happened.
So what do you think's going to happen?
So Jimmy gave me a very, very good conspiracy that I'm kind of believing in, right? Qatar is one of another ally in the region. We've had strong bases in strong bases in Qatar for a very, very long time. I don't think the United States would sanction an attack into Qatar from Israel.
No.
So
I don't think he knew. I don't believe Donald. I don't believe, sorry, Enzo, I'm about to say it's not going against you, but I think Donald.
Oh, no, I agree with you.
I don't think he knew. I think what happened was he told them they about to meet in Qatar. He dropped that little nugget to Netanyahu, but Netanyahu doesn't want to be out of the loop in what's going on in Gaza. Mm-hmm. And that what happened was, this was like, to me, a FU to Trump. It was a way to put him in a bad spot. You need to pick a side because Trump's been straddling the fence. He's taking that plane for Qatar. He's been in with the stuff going on with Netanyahu and Israel. This was their way to show his hand, I think.
No, 100%. That's what Jimmy came up with, this conspiracy, right? He goes, I think this is our way to pull away from Israel because of this attack. And it's weird that Netanyahu didn't show up to his court date yesterday and they have this attack today. I don't know. There's a lot of weird things going on in the world. And then with France falling and Poland mobilizing troops, supposedly somebody just told me that there's Russian drones over Poland right now.
That's true. And
I have a
very close friend that's telling me that they've been moving people to Poland. So let's just talk about the Qatar thing first, guys. We'll talk about that because so everyone knows what happened. Today, Israel instituted an attack on Hamas while they were meeting in Qatar. Qatar is actually pretty neutral. So let's watch what happened.
17 GMT, that's 8 p.m. here in Doha. We're following breaking news. The Israeli military has carried out airstrikes on Hamas leadership here in the Qatari capital. A senior Hamas member has told Al Jazeera that at least 2 people have been killed. And he confirmed that the son of Hamas's chief negotiator, as well as his office manager, were among those killed. But he said senior members of the Hamas delegation survived the attack. Qatar's Interior Ministry has now said that a member of the security forces here has also been killed. They had gathered at this location at the time of the attack to discuss the latest ceasefire proposal from the United States. An American official has told Al Jazeera that Israel had alerted Washington before the attack. Let's look at the map. Let's see where this happened. The attack happened in the Leg Taifia neighborhood. That's north of Doha's West Bay commercial district. The area hosts a number of foreign missions, including the embassies of Brunei, the Philippines, and Iraq. Leg Taifia is a largely residential community, and it hosts several local and international schools. Qatar's Interior Ministry has confirmed a member of the security forces was killed in that Israeli attack. The attack resulted in the martyrdom of Corporal Badr Assad Mohammed al-Homeidi al-Dosari, a member of the Internal Security Force. While performing his duties at the targeted sites, a number of security personnel were also injured. The competent authorities continue to survey and secure the targeted area using the explosives unit of the Internal Security Force. Al Jazeera's Charles Stratford is live from the Corniche in Doha for us. Charles, so in addition to a violation of Qatar's sovereignty, we now have confirmation that this Israeli attack has killed a member of Qatar's law enforcement.
That's right. A serious escalation now that we've heard that news. We're also hearing from the Qatar Ministry of Interior that there were a number of other, we understand, Qatari security members that were injured in that attack. This is obviously unprecedented with respect to Qatar being a victim of an Israeli strike, but we have seen strikes in various locations around the world over the years. Khalid Mashal, an attempt on his life in Amman. A couple of decades ago, there was a successful targeted assassination of one of the founding members of the Hamas military wing in Dubai in 2010. And then, of course, we had Ismail Haniyeh, Hamas's leader, that was assassinated in December in Tehran. So, yeah, it's unprecedented for Qatar, but we've seen Israel act with impunity.
Something that the clip doesn't say, guys, Qatar is usually a very safe place in the region. Let's be clear. They're very wealthy. It's not like other places like you would think in the Middle East. So this is huge that this happened. Skeptic, what do you think about the attack today?
I do think that this is we haven't Israel by saying that we were going to basically support them, whether or not that was the plan. I feel like Israel has taken that and kind of ran on it, because I feel like they have been more aggressive with their attacks when they used to kind of cover them up with more, they were hiding under the hospitals or they were hiding under the schools. I've seen a lot more kind of blatant attacks, just from my personal perspective, because I saw some videos that were posted that I meant to post but I didn't, where they're laughing, they're actually bombing, and they're quoting scripture where they're saying to kill the Alakites as donkeys, and they're sitting there laughing at it. And just the attitude to me seems to be oh, the US is going to back us up because of the way that we have spoken and the way that, Bibi Netanyahu has been able to say all these things, and America hasn't really contradicted it much. So I kind of see a change in attitude, and I think that this is part of that.
Yeah. And let's play the clip of the press secretary and what she had to say.
Time, or how much of a heads up did the U.S. get, and does the president support the strike?
Sure. Well, I have a statement to read for all of you with respect to the Israeli strike in Doha, and here it is. This morning, the Trump administration was notified by the United States military that as Israel was attacking Hamas, which very unfortunately was located in a section of Doha, the capital of Qatar. Unilaterally bombing inside Qatar, a sovereign nation and close ally of the United States that is working very hard and bravely taking risks with us to broker peace, does not advance Israel or America's goals. However, eliminating Hamas, who have profited off the misery of those living in Gaza, is a worthy goal. President Trump immediately directed Special Envoy Witkoff to inform the Qataris of the impending attack, which he did. The president views Qatar as a strong ally and friend of the United States and feels very badly about the location of this attack. President Trump wants all of the hostages in Gaza and the bodies of the dead released, and this war to end now. President Trump also spoke to Prime Minister Netanyahu after the attack. The Prime Minister told President Trump that he wants to make peace, and quickly. President Trump believes this unfortunate incident could serve as an opportunity for peace. The president also spoke to the Emir and Prime Minister of Qatar and thanked them for their support and friendship to our country. He assured them that such a thing will not happen again on their soil.
And to be clear, the president disagrees with the location of the strike, and that he passed that along to Prime Minister Netanyahu.
The president just confirmed that in the statement that I just read to you, which I spoke with him about before coming out here.
Caroline,
Thank you, Caroline. So is the president upset with Netanyahu now?
The president made his thoughts and concerns about this very clear, and he spoke again both to Prime Minister Netanyahu and also the Emir and the Prime Minister of Qatar after this attack. And the president has always made it very clear that he wants peace in the Middle East, just like he sought that and accomplished that in his first term. He expects all of our allies and friends in the region, that includes both Qatar and Israel, to seek peace as well. And he wants to see that happen, and he's working with all of our allies in the region to get that done.
Are there any consequences, so to speak, for Netanyahu doing this, as it sounds, again?
I mean, it sounds like you got a group of friends. One is like stabbing one friend in the back, and you're acting like you didn't know it was going to happen, but you claim you knew, but you don't agree, but you don't really want to condemn it. Gray, what do you think about this today?
Trump weakness is foreign policy. People like Trump for the social stuff that he does here in America. And Trump has been taken for a ride by Putin and by Netanyahu. So he can get MAGA behind him when he does all the tough on crime and the immigration stuff. But when it comes to foreign policy, that's just not Trump's strong suit.
Mia, what do you think? Do you agree or disagree?
I mean, I kind of agree with Gray. I mean, the foreign policy leaves a lot to be desired, and I feel like that's being polite. He doesn't have the best foreign policy, and most foreigners don't like him. Not that it matters anyways. They don't live here, so like screw them, like who cares? But I mean, I feel like that was like the least genuine statement I've heard in a really long time. So basically it's like, yeah, Israel did this. You should be happy I told you. We're all kind of friends here, but you know, Israel's my friend too. So I guess we all got to play ball. I mean, it's ridiculous. You know, I don't know when enough is going to be enough, but at the end of the day, war is extremely profitable, and we are going to head into World War III because everybody's economy has crashed. Everybody's economy is in a recession. There's not a country on the planet that's economy is not in a recession. Just because the White House hasn't said it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Our economy is in a recession here in the United States. We all know it. It's a matter of time before bread lines appear all over the world. And war is the one thing that turns a profit no matter what. Guaranteed profit no matter what is war. And so they're going to start a war regardless of how anybody feels about it. And they're going to start another world war because Europe is struggling, Asia is struggling, we're struggling here, South America is struggling in certain aspects depending on the country. So they are going to start a massive war just so everybody can have some money at this point in time because everybody's broke. There, I said it, Kamal. It's the first time I've made it an hour before I said everybody's broke. But it's the truth because everybody's broke.